My fellow compassionate capitalists, Steve here with Titan Impact Group. Usually we have our eye candy Catherine with us, but she's a little under the weather today. But that's the great thing about Titan Impact Group is if one of us is feeling a little under the weather, there's more to take our place and make sure there's no slack that goes on. So why am I standing behind all of this Southern Confederate nonsense? I know there's some people that are going to be offended just by seeing the stars and bars and Robert E. Lee. That's racist. It's not. Go ahead and get over yourself. I warned you that the month of April was going to be very hard for those who are politically correct. So what am I doing here? Well, today, on April 12th, 1861, Charleston, South Carolina, the Confederates fired on the Union troops over at Fort Sumner. Now, I actually, about 18 months ago or so, had the privilege and the honor of actually raising the American flag at Fort Sumner. It was, again, it was a bucket list item. It was a tremendous honor. Not many people get to do that. Again, one-man show today, so I'm trying to do it all here. So one of the things I wanted to point out and read to you, because, and I will tie everything together here. So those of you who are feeling a little sensitive, come back in about 30 seconds. The rest of you, hang on, I'm making it come full circle. This right here is a handwritten letter by Robert E. Lee to his cousin Shirley. Now, Shirley was a man. That's sexist. I know. Shirley was a man that Robert E. Lee used to go during the summertime, and it was his cousin, and they grew up on a plantation together. Now, Shirley lived in Charleston, South Carolina at the time, and we're going to pretend that I'm reading at the top of this letter right here instead of me reading it from the book. So use your imaginations. I just want to, people just don't talk this way anymore and don't have that passion. I'm going to bring it all full circle here. My dear Shirley, on my return yesterday from Florida, I read your letter of the 3rd. I regret not having seen you when in Charleston, and I am still more sorry to learn of your feeble state of health. As regards to your inquiry of the state of Charleston, I can say nothing more than what you already know. I cannot foresee the result of the attack of the enemy. I shall endeavor to defend it to the last of my extremity, and trust he may never put foot within it. His forces are numerous, and his batteries powerful. But thank God, victory is not always to the strong, and it is better that we perish than be beaten. So I just wanted to share that with you, very powerful words from Robert E. Lee, because he was defending something that he truly believed in. Now, a lot of people say, well, you know, that's bad. I mean, he's a racist because the Civil War was about slavery. And that, putting a blanket, making a blanket statement like that would be like saying that all the problems of 2020 are because of COVID. While those are big mitigating factors, okay, the reason why father went against son went against uncle, family members against family members during the Civil War was because the Southern economy was outlawed overnight, just like that. And granted, the entire South's economy, for the vast majority of it, did depend on slave labor. I don't agree with slave labor. Okay, that's not my, we can discuss the morality of it all at another time. I'm just trying to make the point here that it was economic oppression that caused the Civil War. That was to finally do that. And, you know, it's not too different than today. I know there's a lot of people that are like, what? You know, stick around, see how I tie it all in together. You see, one of the things is you want to get people impassioned. You want to catch a man's attention. Again, reach into his pocket and pull out his wallet. You will have his full and undivided attention. Now, one of the things that the government has been doing is, you know, and the thing is that we sent out an article today talking about how the big banks, okay, JP Morgan, Chase Manhattan, Bank of America, the big boys, okay? This past quarter, $2 trillion more than they did last year, okay? And the reason being is because people are taking this stimulus that they're supposed to be getting, plus all their, their benefits from being unemployed, the extra money that per week that the government has kicked in, and instead of doing what they're supposed to, which is spend it in order to keep the economy going, because nothing is worse than if you don't have a job, you're getting paid to stay home, but then you don't take the money and spend it in the economy. You don't create jobs for you to go back to. You don't create jobs for people who have jobs to stay there. It's self-defeating, okay? And what's happening is that people are taking their stimulus checks, things like that, and they're putting it in the banks. Now, this is great for the banks as far as, hey, they've got all kinds of money to lend now, okay? They don't have to worry about trying to find sources to get the money to lend. The issue is banks are in the lending business. They are not in the real estate business. So who are the banks lending to if nobody is working, but the money just keeps coming in? It's self-defeating for the bank. We at Titan Impact Group, we help that process by taking the distressed mortgages, the mortgages that people either just refusing to pay or were told not to pay, whatever the situation might be. We make arrangements so that they can start paying again, so that money flow does get going again. We take that distressed note, that non-performing note, and within 12 to 36 months, it's performing again. We then take that note and sell it back into the open market, which again keeps the money flow going. These people now have good credit. Again, they can go and if they want to take out a home equity line of credit, whatever the situation might be, so that they can do their part in sustaining the economy. Maybe they want to sell their home. Prices are very high right now. People are able to sell their home. Again, it's all about getting that the money flow going back into the economy. The economy needs to be running. The economy does nothing if everything is shut down and people are hoarding all their money because they're scared, which is very understandable. But again, we're doing our part along with our funding partners. We're compassionate capitalists. We understand what the problem is and we understand what the solution is, and we're doing our part. So, funding partners, if you haven't come yet, hey, give us a call. Send us an email. Get on our Facebook page. As Catherine likes to do, push the buttons below, like, subscribe, comment, fill out the funding partner form. Okay, that's very important. You need to do it as soon as you can. I'm not bragging here, okay, and there's only so much that I can say, but we've got some heavy hitters that are backing us, and things are going to be exciting when the moratoriums get lifted. We get to help a lot of people, and there's going to be profit that's made, and so your portfolio gets to increase. And if you desire, because again, it's your money, you can do whatever you want with it, but if you like what's happening, you like helping people, and you like making profits, by all means, fill out the funding form below. Until then, again, we've got some great stuff coming up in April. Can't wait for 2 more days, and we'll turn everything to the north side of the wall. Until then, I am Steve Wall. I do know money, and I am a sentinel of the American dream.